Hooray! It's Dustin Ferguson Day on the 3-Minute Horror Show. It's been a while since we've looked at one of his movies. He's the guy who did Space Sharks and Cocaine Cougar, two of my earlier videos. Go back and have a look at those if you want to see what we're dealing with here. Subscribe now if you think I should reach out to Dustin and see if he'll let me interview him. Greetings, friends, and welcome back to the 3-Minute Horror Show. My name is Ben, your host, and I love horror movies. In fact, I watch the bad movies so that you don't have to. You're welcome. Today I'll be reviewing the movie Mega Ape from 2023. Two reporters accidentally release a research gorilla named Dorothy, who grows to an enormous size and then goes bananas, and I see what I did there? Bananas, all over Los Angeles. This movie was written and directed by our old channel friend Dustin Ferguson. He's credited as Dark Infinity in this one, and I would love to know what leads to that decision when he's making a movie. Like, are the edgier titles the Dark Infinity ones? We have lots of mutuals. If you see this, Dustin, reach out and let me know. Mega Ape is streaming here in Canada on Cineverse, Midnight Pulp, Hoopla, Plex, and Tubi. After nearly 3.5 minutes of stock footage, something finally happens. Two guys are running around in the jungle trying to escape. One of the guys gets nabbed by a huge monkey hand, and based on the sound effect that it plays, I think the monkey stabbed him. Next, the credits run, and each name sits on the screen for nearly 15 seconds. That's 5 minutes of white names on a black screen, and I suppose that's a good way to pad out the runtime of your movie. Back in Los Angeles, SoCal Studios mainstay Eric Anthony Russo and Tom Sizemore are reporters trying to break into an animal research facility. Now, don't get too excited about Tom Sizemore. He's only in this movie for a few minutes, and I think he only says one line. There are no additional mics, so as soon as one of the actors moves away from the camera, you can't hear a damn thing. Aggravating. Anyways, Russo and Sizemore set a regular-sized monkey loose, and it attacks them. Tom Sizemore passed away on March 3rd of 2023, and this movie was released in September of that year. I would imagine that this is one of the last projects that he worked on. Sizemore was born in Detroit in 1961, and he's had big roles in some of the most culturally significant movies to have been released over the past 30 years. He was in Born on the 4th of July, Natural Born Killers, Heat, and Saving Private Ryan. Unfortunately, though, he had a lot of demons that chased him around through his entire life. Addiction is a disease, and it's no joke. I have an addict in my family, and he has to fight every single day. Rest in peace, Tom Sizemore. Cut to two British guys in a dark computer lab somewhere. They talk about how Dorothy has gotten loose. They think that this will spell the end of humanity as we know it. And to prove that they aren't just being dramatic, suddenly scientist Bei Ling crashes into the office of Mayor Mel Novak. Apparently Dorothy's last injection was early in the morning, and she's probably 10 times her original size by now. Spoilers, she is.
Oh my God!
Our old pal Dark Infinity is the first person to encounter Dorothy as he is smashed by her in his car. Mayor Mel Novak calls in dollar store James Hetfield from Metallica to take care of the giant ape, and he means business. Better Mega Apes than Mega Ape. The movie. Is this big hairy Henderson with huge ass tootsies a Mega Ape? Some people think so. This Mega Ape is mighty, and he's pals with Charlize Theron and Bill Paxton. This Mega Ape loves bananas, drives a cart, hangs out with his pal Mario, and has a cousin named Funky. This ape might be the megaest ape of all, and he's been around for years. From climbing the Empire State Building to patrolling Skull Island, Kong is the best ape in the business. After this, many people get smashed by Dorothy. Some middle-aged stoners, a hiking couple gets smashed up pretty good, and the James Hetfield guy gets munched on by Dorothy after sneaking around for quite a bit. The newscasters from Cocaine Cougar and Space Sharks show up several times to tell us what's going on, and there are lots and lots and lots of time filler shots. Eventually, the military launch a strike on Dorothy, but I'm not even going to tell you whether or not that works. The two British guys in the computer lab lose power at one point, despite not even being in the same country as Dorothy, and eventually they are attacked by what appears to be an ape in their lab. They try to scare it away by making some monkey noises, and then one beats the other to death for some reason. There's an abrupt ending, and then 11 minutes of credits. 11 minutes of credits. This was standard Dustin fare. About 20 minutes of story stretched into a feature-length movie. The sound issues in these things drive me nuts. I'm assuming that these movies must make some money or he wouldn't be making so many of them. Please buy a second microphone and mix the music volume down a few levels so that we can hear the dialogue while you're at it. You've seen the effects in the clips. I don't need to talk about those.
Yikes!
Bailing was funny, I'll give him that. Honestly, I knew what I was in for when I started this thing, so I can't really complain, can I? I rate Mega Ape a 2 out of 10. As always, a link to my Letterboxd appears in the video's description. Please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does boost my engagement, helps my channel grow. Smell you later, nerds!
These experiments are highly controversial.